Hello everybody, I've finally gotten around to doing a review of my Cyma AKMS CM048. It's the model with the underfolding stock. I've had a few issues with it since I've had it. The first time I came to use it, blew a fuse in it. It's nothing major you might think, but the only fuse that will fit in it is a 20mm by 5mm 25 amp fuse, and trying to find one of those is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I looked everywhere for one. Looked on eBay, Amazon, the usual online shops, electrical shops. Checked out my local Maplin's, my local PC World, my local Halfords, Car Parts Direct, and just couldn't find a 20mm by 5mm 25 amp fuse. The biggest I found was 15 amp, and that just weren't going to cut it really. So I ended up changing the fuse box, the fuse inline fuse doobery thing, for one that can fit more conventional size fuses in, and so the one I put in now, you can just find fuses for it anywhere you like really. The second issue I had with it was I took it to my local site and went to chrono it and fired a few test shots, and it jammed on me. When I got it home, I opened it up just to find it had broken a tooth off the spur gear, which had then wedged in between some more teeth on the spur gear, stopping it from going around really. It probably was my own fault because I was running it on an 11.1 volt battery. It ran fine, but until that happened, no pre-engagement or anything like that with it, with 11.1, just a broken tooth. It chronoed about 300 on 0.25s, so it's about 337 FPS on 0.2s, I think it was. Feels very sturdy. Before this model I had the G&G AK47, which is probably one of G&G's budget ones, and it just seemed to be made of pop metal, and I broke the stock on it, ran some screws off. It just pretty much felt poor quality compared to this one. Although this one is about 50 or 60 pounds more expensive, this one just feels more sturdy. It's nice weight. The fire selector just feels nice, goes into position well. The stock is a little bit wobbly though. When it's in position it does move about, but it's no big issue really. This model is based on the VFC. It's a VFC clone. I've got some G&G mags that were left over from my old G&G, and they don't seem to feed very well. I'm just going to have a closer look, see what's happening, why it's not feeding. I'm sure it's just going to be something minor. They fit okay, but yeah, just don't feed very well. Don't feed at all actually. It comes with a 600 rand high cap. I'm going to have to buy some mid caps for it because I don't really like running high caps. Real wood and metal. Metal feels good so far, feels nice and secure, solid everywhere. Doesn't feel like it's going to fall to bits. The wood is like plywood, so I don't suppose it's wood like they use on the real AKs, but it does give it a nice effect. It's quite nice feel to it as well. There you can see the inline fuse I fitted, and also the XT60 connectors I fitted. I prefer to use these over the mini Tamiya connectors. I fit these on all my guns. They're rated to 60 amps, and nice connection. I've also fitted in it an SHS high torque, even though the motor that came with it is fairly good. It's okay, but I just had one of these kicking about, so I thought I'd stick it in. Purchased it from 01.co.uk, and it was £189.95, and it was about £10 for shipping as well. It came the next day after ordering it. When I field tested it, I found the range to be very good. Very impressed with it. I do love the AK hops on them. I tend to get a nice, accurate, straight line with the AK hops. And, I'm very impressed with this Cyma one. Fire rate is okay with the 7.4 volt LiPo. It was even better with the 11.1 volt, but I really don't want to be using one after the last incident. The trigger response with a 7.4 volt LiPo wasn't that great really. I'm used to running guns with ASCUs in them, and used to the lightning trigger response that they bring. And I was just a little bit disappointed, really. It was better with the 11.1 volt lipo, but then you're going to start burning your trigger contacts out and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll stick with a 7.4 volt for now, and have to grin and bear it, really. Even with the SHS high torque, the trigger response isn't really that great. It's okay, but not marvellous, not brilliant. Well, thanks for watching anyway, and hope it may have helped if you're thinking about buying one. If you're looking for an AK and you don't want to spend mega bucks on like a real sword one or an LCT or the new G&G range, this Cyma one is a great compromise, great quality for the money, and shoots very well for the money, and yeah, definitely recommend it.